Okay, good morning everyone. I hope that you all are well and healthy. Okay, so most of the students have joined, so we can start our session. Okay, so first of all, we are in the chapter number 2, that is linear data structure and that representation. We had already discussed array as a linear data structure, stack as a linear data structure, and somewhat portion of Q we have covered in the lab section. Okay, so today we are going to see the application of stack. Okay, in last lecture we have already discussed one application related with stack, that is my Tower of Hanoi application. Okay, how we can use our stack concept in that Tower of Hanoi. Okay, so today we'll discuss somewhat new thing related with this, that write a algorithm which will check that the given string belongs to the following grammar or not. Okay, here uh, the language is equals to WCWR, and W is belong from A comma B star, where WR is the reverse of W. Okay, here the meaning of my R, or you can say WR is the reverse of W. So W is one kind of string which will including A and B as a character. C is one more new character which is compulsory. Now one more WR, that WR means a reverse of W. So if I will write AB, then here I have to write BA. If I will write ABB, so in WR I have to write BBA. Okay, and in between that string we have one small C character. So here the meaning is, you can say that whatever I have written in the language or in my string, I have to build one string which will correct for my this sentence. Okay, now here what is the meaning of this star? So this star meaning is the occurrence of my A and B. That means copy of my A and B characters are zero or more. Okay, zero or more. Now if I will, instead of star, if I will give plus, that means occurrence of my A and B are one or more. Okay, correct. Now, so according to this, which type of string I can build? Okay, I am giving you the one example over here. Like, just wait, writing one up. First thing, I have to build the string from this only. Right, so A and B occurrence is zero or more. Okay, and W P W R. Okay, something like this. So what is the meaning of this WCWR? So W belongs from AV. So I'm taking AV. C is compulsory from this. Here, C is compulsory. W is my AV. Now WR is the reverse of W. So reverse of W is BA. This is the correct string. Okay, first I'm building the string, and then we have to check that this string is valid or not for using the stack. Okay, according to this, you have to give me one more example related with this string. Example number 1. You have to give me one more example. One more I'm giving you. A, B, B, C, and reverse is B, B, A. You have to give me one more example related with this. For this grammar, you have to give me the example. A A B, C B A A. Okay. Any other student? See, we are just building one string. Okay, and afterwards using the stack, I have to check that is this string is valid for my given question or not. Okay, this is our main concern. But first we have to build the string. Okay. Now any other student, I want some answers from you people. I'm waiting for your responses. No, we cannot, because they are given over here that W is belongs from A and B only. Other students, understood or not what I'm asking to you? Okay, no worry. If you don't want to give me an answer, I'm okay. Okay. So string examples are only C. How can I say that only C? Here they are mentioned star. So what is the meaning of star over here? So you can say that when I am writing that A star, that means occurrence of my A is 0 or more. If I will write A plus, then here is the curly bracket. Something like this. Okay. So the occurrence of, you can say, copy of, right? Copy of A is 1 or more. So if I will write A comma B star, that means copy of A or B is 0 or more. Done? Now that means if I'm building one string related with A star, that means if I will give null, then it's correct. If I will give this many A is correct. If I give only one A is correct for this A star. Okay, this is a one kind of language you can see. Now A plus. Now here if I will give null, it is going to the wrong string. Why? Because plus, that means the copy of my A is 1 or more. So at least one time I have to give A. Okay, more than one time I am okay. But one time you have to give one A. Here if I will give null, then it's okay. Why? Because here the star meaning is 0 or more. Okay, so if I will give null for that A star, it's okay. Okay, now here the copy of A or B is 0 or more. So for this grammar, if I want to build one string for this grammar, if I want to build a string, what is the meaning of this? The combination of my A and B is 0 or more. So if I will write AB, it's correct. If I will write AAB, it's correct, because the A occurrence is 0 or more times. So if simply I will give A, it's okay. If simply I will give B, it's okay. If I will give null, it's perfect. Why? Because the occurrence of my A or B is 0 or more. 0 or more. If I will write plus instead of star, if I will write plus, I have to give either A or B, 1 or more time, right? So here if we are seeing over here that AB star, that means C is only available string, right? Why? Because this W equals to A or B star and WR equals to reverse of my W. Okay, this C is compulsory section. Okay, this C character is compulsory. So I am giving compulsory section, but I am not taking A or B from my W. It's perfect. Why? Because here they were mentioned star. So जब भी यहाँ पे स्टार है, अगर आप A और B को लेना ही नहीं चाहते, it's okay because the meaning of this star is 0 or more. ओके तो अकरेंस आपका ए और बी का 0 है, मतलब एक भी बार नहीं लेना चाहते वो चलेगा, पर सी तो लेना पड़ेगा क्योंकि हियर दे वर मेंशन दैट सी इज कंपल्सरी. ओके नाउ अगर आपको लेना है ए और बी को, देन ऐसी तरह लेना है कि डब्ल्यू आपका ए और बी में से कोई भी हो, तो मैंने ए ले लिया, सी इज कंपल्सरी. नाउ इट्स टाइम टू टर्न ऑफ डब्ल्यू आर. So what is the meaning of WR? That is reverse of W. Now my W is A. So the reverse of A is only A. I'm not taking B in this example. It's perfect. Why? Because B occurrence is 0 or more. चाहो तो ले लो, ना चाहो तो चलेगा. Okay. Now come over here. So first time W is belonging from A B star. So मैंने A B एक बार ले लिया, B भी एक बार ले लिया. अब W का काम खत्म हो गया. Now I'm taking C. C is the compulsory section. अब कौन सा लेना है C के बाद? WR. So आपका जो भी W है उसको रिवर्स में लेना है. That means B and A. Correct? So ये सारी स्ट्रिंग आप इस ग्रामर की हेल्प से यूज कर सकते हो या फिर बना सकते हो. पर किसी गलती से किसी ने ये A मिस कर दिया, राइट? गलती से किसी ने ये A मिस कर दिया, तो मुझे ये चेक करना है कि मैंने जो भी स्ट्रिंग लिया है वो इस ग्रामर के लिए स्टैक के हिसाब से करेक्ट होता है या नहीं होता है. ओके, नाउ एम आई क्लियर विद द क्वेश्चन? ओके, सो हमें ऐसा एल्गोरिथम बनाना है जो हमारे ग्रामर को करेक्ट करके दे. ओके, नाउ given an input string named as string on the alphabet A, B, and C. C is the compulsory, A, B is the combination of my this graph. Okay, now which contains a blank in its rightmost character. Why it is contained blank at the rightmost element? Because if you are making some string, C compiler is something like, if I am writing hello, the last character is always null. Okay, so instead of null, here they are mentioning the blank space at the end of your string. So rightmost character position and a function of next char which returns the next symbol in the string. Okay, now here the vector S represents the stack and top is a pointer to the top element of stack. We are aware of this. Okay, now first step, initialize stack by replacing a letter C on the top. Okay. Okay, so in this point, first we have to put that C on the stack. Now, stack of top is equals to C. So जो भी आप प्लेस करोगे वो stack of top में क्या हो जाएगा? C बन जाएगा. ठीक है, क्योंकि मैंने वो पहले प्लेस किया. That means top of the stack is my C. Okay, now we have to check this string A B C B A. Using my stack, I have to check that this string is valid for this grammar or not. Okay, now second step, get and stack symbols until your C or blank is encountered. Okay, आपको क्या करना है? सारा का सारा चीज उसमें पुश करते जाना है जब तक आपका C नहीं मिलता. Okay, now every time next character is going to copied into next. Okay, next is my variable. Repeat while next is not equal to C. आपको ये सारा चीज रिपीट करना है जब तक आपके इस वेरिएबल में C नहीं मिल जाता. Now, if your next equals to blank, that means अब मैं end में पहुंच गई हूँ, then you have to write that invalid string. Okay, why we will discuss. Okay, otherwise you have to call the push function and you have to push the every element on the stack. कौन सा? तो जो भी नेक्स्ट में है वो डायरेक्ट आपको पुश कर देना है स्टैक में. Step number 3. Send the character following with C. Compare them to the character on stack. We'll discuss, don't worry. Now repeat, while stack of top is not equal to C. Stack of top till not equals to C, you have to repeat this entire next string. So the next string you have to copy it into next, copy your top of the stack till your stack is not equal to X. Okay. And next symbol, if I get null, that means your valid string, otherwise invalid. Okay, don't worry. Come over here. So according to the step, I am going to discuss this string over. First, my input string is ABCBA. Okay, so first step, you have to push one C on the stack and pushing. Now turn by turn, you have to push the every elements on the stack till your C is not encountered in the character. Now A is not equal to C, push in the stack. B is not equal to C, push on the stack. Now C is equal C. Now you have to pop the element. Yes. Till your C. So if your stack of top is not equal to C, you have to again pop out the values. Okay. Now here, B is not equal to C or not equal to blank. So what you have to do? This B and B is equal. Yes, pop out. A and A is equal. Yes, pop out. Now C. Here my top of the stack is C, but here the last character is equal to blank. So here what they were saying over here, that till your X is not equal to your next, otherwise your string is invalid. In next step, what you have to do, whatever the string is equal to blank, then you have to say that this string is valid. So here you can say that yes, I'm getting the blank space over here. So that means you have to say that my string is valid. Okay. Now say for example, we have one more example over here, which is invalid string. Okay, so AAB, C, AAB. First of all, this string is not correct at this end, because here they were mentioned that you have to take the string which is something like WCWR. Here you have to return the reverse of W. Here you have to write BAA, but I have to check that is the given string is valid or not, right? So first what we are trying to do, so we are just writing the every characters. Then here is my stack. Now first step, push stack C on the stack. Yes, I'm pushing. Now A is not equal to C, push on the stack. This A is not equal to C, push on the stack. B is not equal to C, push on the stack. Now C is equal C. Now you have to pop the element. Now check over here. Here I have B and here I have C. So whatever the top of the stack element and incoming character you have to match. Is my A and B is equal? No, my A is not equal to B. So I can say that this is the invalid string. Here in this case, my this B is equal this B. That's why I am popping out. A is equal A. So that's why I am popping out, and blank space is available. So blank spaces, and here in the stack, top of the stack is C. Then you have to say that string is valid. Okay. First you have to push the every elements on the stack till my C is not encountered. And afterwards you have to match the values and pop out the values. Okay. Now we have the question 2 with us. So just write this question and you have to give the algorithm or try to solve that algorithm by yourself. And in next lecture, we will discuss this algorithm. Okay. First, write down this question and try to find out the solution of this question. Okay. Before that, in the previous example, is there any doubt? Okay. Now write down this question. Okay, you have to build one string according to this. Here we are giving the example that where my I is greater or equal to 1. Okay, here A of I, B of I. That means my I is greater or equal to 1 and B is also greater or equal to 1. Okay, but number of A should be equal to number of B. Right, say for example, double A, double B is the correct string. A, B is the correct string. 3A, 3B is the correct string. Okay, using push and pop function, you have to determine if an input character of string is in the form of AI or BI or not. Right, that you have to check. This is the algorithm. You have to build that algorithm. Okay, here is the example and the solution. Right. For this example, you have to build the algorithm that which will work perfectly for this example. Okay, either I am taking double A double B, it will give me the correct output. AB correct output, 4A 4B correct output, right? So likewise, you have to give the solution for that question. Okay. Now, in the last lecture, sorry, in the last lab, every lab we have in last lab we have already covered Q, right? A, B, and C. In every lab we had already discussed this Q concept. Okay, Q insertion and Q deletion operation with the display function. Okay, so here is the, you can say, small recap of that portion. Still, I am asking you, if you have any doubt in this insertion and deletion operation of linear Q, you can ask me. Okay. Now, we have two approaches with us for implementing the Q concept. First one, that is, you can say, using array we can build a queue, or using linked list we can implement the queue. Okay. Now, Q is first in, first out concept. Okay, here is the insertion operation. We have two major portion with us. First, that is front, and second, that is rear. Okay, in first, front and rear, whatever the things you want to insert or delete, you have to increment or decrement your front and rear variable. Okay, same like we have a top variable in our stack. Here we have a front and rear variable. Now, first, if your rear equals to max minus 1, then you have to say that your Q is overflow. Second step, if my front is equal minus 1, rear equal minus 1, that means your Q is empty. Now you are going to insert the element. So you cannot start inserting from -1 position. So what you have to do, you just need to set your both the variables position at the 0th location, and then you can increment your then you can insert. This is the initial condition. Okay, but if I have already entered 5 elements in my queue and I want to insert one more new element, So in that case, this condition is wrong, but it is going into the else section. And your rare, which is at the location number 5, is incremented with 1 at the blank space. And now you can insert that new element over there. Okay. Now we have deletion operation. Okay. So if I am deleting something, which variable is going to be incremented? If I am deleting something from my queue, which element is going to be incremented with 1? We have a two element, front and rear. Which variable is going to increment with 1? For the deletion operation, which variable I am going to refer? Yes, I am asking one by one. Kirtan, can you hear me? Yes, Kirtan, can you hear me? Huh. Then give me the answer of my question. What is the answer of that question? Don't know the question? Okay. Mahir, yes. What is the answer of that question? Okay. Shyam, can you hear me? Yes, Shyam, can you hear me? What is the answer of that question which I have asked? Hmm. Krupal, Krupal Hirapra. Can you hear me? At least say yes or no. Okay, and now next. Nirali. Yes, Nirali, can you hear? Yes. What is the answer of that question? Okay, Nancy. What is the answer of that question? Hmm. Okay. Next, Varun. Can you hear me? Varun. the question is too simple and answer is very simple. You can say that your answer is front. Very good, Nancy. Okay, if I want to delete something, I must have to increment my front variable, okay, because front is going to be pointed the next value which is going to be deleted next time. Okay, so if I'm deleting 9, my front is incremented with 1, then it is going to pointing 7. So now if I want to insert, my rear is going to be incremented, and if I want to delete, my front is going to be incremented. Okay, here is the algorithm for deletion operation in linear queue. Okay. So if your front is equals to -1, then you have to say that your queue is underflow. Okay. We are not checking the rear here. If we are checking that rear equals to -1, then it's feasible, but still you can say that we have to check the front. Okay. Now that set value equals to queue of front. So that means what? That you are going to delete the whatever the value is, or sorry, you are taking that front variable's value in the value variable. Okay, sorry. Yes, yes, yes. Sorry, forgot to share this screen. Okay. Now, if your front is equals to rear, then what you have to do that your set your front is equals to rear equals to -1. So both the variables you have to set at the -1 as we had discussed this thing. Okay. Now, after deletion of this, you don't have any values in your queue. Okay. When your front and rear is going to be pointing at the same location, that means you have only one variable inside your queue. Okay, and if you are going to delete this, there is no any element in the queue. So what you have to do, you just need to set your front and rear at the -1. Okay, so afterwards, if you want to insert anything or if you want to delete anything, according to your situation of the rear and front, it is going to be what? Okay, now here is the example we have already discussed. Now in this case, I have 4 empty space with me. Okay, and now if I want to insert, it will give me the error that your rear is equals to max -1. Now you cannot insert any values in the queue. Okay, so even though there is a 4 space available, the overflow condition still exists and we can't insert an element. Okay, one student has already given one solution that you can shift your elements. If I'm deleting the 0th element, shift your 1 at the 0th location, 2 at the 1, and every entire array you have to shift, right? So you can save your memory. Okay, second solution, that this circular queue is the second solution, right? First, why we are not using, because it is a time consuming process, so every time you have to shift your every elements. But instead of this, if we have a circular queue concept, so we can implement that concept over here. Now what is circular queue? So the first index comes right after the last index. Okay, so here is my last index. And where is my first index? So 0th index is the right of my last index. Okay, now if you want to insert, you can insert A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Now if I am deleting this A, so what is the condition? The condition is this space is empty. Now if you want to insert after 7 number position, if you want to insert one more new element, you can insert that element over here, because now I have that empty space over here at the 0th location. Okay, so here is the insertion process. So first what we are doing, So insert the 8 elements. So we have already inserted 8 elements inside my circular cube. Now starting from the front, what we are going to do, we are just inserting everything, and initially my rear is over here. So if I'm inserting, incrementing my rear, and till at the last point I'm inserting the every elements. Now if I want to delete something from the cube, right, so which element is going to be deleted? So zeroth position, which is pointing by my front variable. So 10 I am going to delete it, incremented my front with 1. If I want to delete one more, so which one is going to be deleted? This 20 is going to be deleted, and now my front is going to be pointed over here, right? So front is available over here at the second number location. Okay, now if we want to insert something on the cube, that insert one more new element. So I have this two empty space, 0 and 1. At which position I can insert? So you can say that now you can increment your rear with 1. So I'm incrementing my rear with 1. But at which position? So you have to set your rear is equals to 0th position after completion of your last element space, when your rear is reaching at the max -1. And if you want to insert, first what you have to check that आपका फ्रंट 0th पे नहीं होना चाहिए. अगर फ्रंट यहाँ पे है, इसका मतलब कि ये सारी वैल्यूज इंसर्टेड है इन दिस केस, राइट. इफ आई वांट टू इंसर्ट, आई कैन नॉट इंसर्ट. क्यों? क्योंकि आपका फ्रंट अभी यहाँ पे पॉइंट कर रहा है, इसका मतलब यहाँ पे कुछ वैल्यूज है. अगर आपका फ्रंट 0 पे नहीं है एंड आपको इंसर्ट करना है तो आप कर सकते हो, जैसे इस सिचुएशन में किया. ओके, यू कैन यूटिलाइज दिस प्रीवियस स्पेस. वन मोर न्यू एलिमेंट इफ यू वांट टू इंसर्ट. सो फ्रंट आपका कहाँ पे नहीं है? 0 पे नहीं है, एंड रेयर के नेक्स्ट में भी नहीं है. ओके, सो आप इंसर्ट कर सकते हो. 95 हमने इंसर्ट कर दिया. अब अगर एक और मुझे इंसर्ट करना है, कैन आई इंसर्ट न्यू एलिमेंट इन द क्यू? नो, आई कैन नॉट. व्हाई? क्योंकि रेयर के डायरेक्ट नेक्स्ट में फ्रंट वेरिएबल है. इसका मतलब क्या? कि वहां पे कोई ब्लैंक स्पेस अवेलेबल नहीं है, राइट. इस सिचुएशन में देखो, यहाँ पे सेकेंड वाली सिचुएशन में, केस नंबर 2, माई फ्रंट इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0 एज वेल एज नॉट नेक्स्ट ऑफ माई रेयर. ओके, तो ऐसा अगर होता है ऐसी कंडीशन में, देन वी कैन नॉट इंसर्ट एनीथिंग. ओके, so what is the concept and the situation behind your circular queue understood in the insertion case? Okay. Okay. Do I need to share my screen with whiteboard, or you are comfortable in this situation, PPT? Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so first what we have to do, we just initialize one queue with 8 elements. So what we are going to do, so we are just inserting every elements. Now initial condition, my rear is available over here at the 0th location, something like this, right? If I want to insert, my rear is available over here, front is available over here. If I am inserting 10 over here. Okay, now if I want to insert one more new element, my rear is incremented with 1, remove this rear. Now my rear is available over here. I can insert 20. Now 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 and 80. Now my rear is available over here, and front is at the 0th location. Okay, remove this rear also. Okay, my rear is going to be pointing at the last position of 7, and front is at the 0th position. Now if I want to insert something in the queue, can I insert anything on the queue? No, I cannot insert any new character in the queue. Why? Because the queue is full. How can you check that this is circular queue? That means you can save the space. Okay, circular queue, that means after 7 number or after your last position, you can insert new element at the 0th location if your 0th location is empty. Okay, as we had discussed, that something like this. Imagine your regular linear queue. Okay, now I have one element over here, one element over here, one element over here. Now this one is my first and this is empty. Here my front is going to be pointed, here my rear is going to be pointed. Okay, now if I want to insert, so in the previous case, in this case we cannot insert, we cannot utilize this space. But if I want to utilize this space, we have one option, that if I am moving my rear pointer from that to the 0th position, I can utilize this space. Okay, because my front is not over here. If your front is over here, then your queue is full. ठीक है, तो हमने क्या कर दिया है, ऐसा सर्कुलर क्यू बना दिया. ठीक है, मतलब इस स्पेस को आप यूटिलाइज कर सकते हो. अब रेयर आपका कहाँ पे जाएगा, डायरेक्टली 0th पे पॉइंट करेगा. If you want to insert and you can utilize this space, this is our main motive, something like this. Okay, so अब मैंने क्या कर दिया, 10 and 20 को delete कर दिया. So I have this 0 and 1 number space is available with me. So if I want to insert something in this 2 space in linear, we cannot. Yes, is there anyone who wants to say something?
Actually,
Shift all the elements to front. No. We are not going to implement that condition over here, Milan. We are not shifting our elements from this. But what we are going to do, जो भी available space है, we are going to insert that new element on that position. समझ में आ रहा है? After rear, अगर मैं इन सारा 30 को यहाँ पे शिफ्ट करो, 40 को, 50 को, 60, 70, 80, तो टाइम लगेगा उस सिचुएशन में. तो हमने क्या कर दिया, जो भी अवेलेबल स्पेस है उसको हम यूटिलाइज कर रहे हैं. तो अब रियर कहाँ पे शिफ्ट कर रही हूं मैं, 0 पे. यहाँ पे पॉइंट कर दो क्योंकि ये दोनों खाली है, तो आप यूज कर सकते हो. ओके मिलन, समझ में आ गया? हाँ, एग्जैक्ट. ओके, सो इफ आई वांट टू इंसर्ट 85, सो कहाँ पे इंसर्ट होगा अब, 0th position पे. So I am utilizing this space. So instead of this rear at the 7th position, now I am going to pointing at the 0th location. और एक स्पेस मेरे पास अवेलेबल है, 1 नंबर का लोकेशन अभी भी खाली है. If I want to insert, can I insert in one more value over here? Yes, I can. So अब मैं क्या करूंगी, 95 इंसर्ट कर दूंगी in this case. ओके, अब मुझे एक और इंसर्ट करना है, मैं कर पाऊंगी इंसर्ट? नो. क्यों नहीं कर पाऊंगी? क्योंकि मेरे पास कोई अवेलेबल स्पेस नहीं है. आप अगर इस केस में देखो, यहाँ पे थर्ड नंबर केस में मैंने कैसे चेक किया कि मेरा एक स्पेस अवेलेबल है. मेरा फ्रंट रेयर के नेक्स्ट में नहीं है. अगर ऐसा होता तो मेरा क्यू फुल हो जाता. यस, अगर मेरा फ्रंट यहाँ पे होता तो मेरा क्यू फुल हो जाता. यस, गॉट इट? Good. Okay, now if you want to check the overflow condition, how can you check that overflow condition? Just wait. Okay, how can you check that overflow condition? So in this first number case, check over here. Can I say that my queue is full? Yes, you can say your queue is full. But in which condition? That your front is equals to 0th position and rear equals to max minus 1. That means you are utilizing the every space of Q. So your front equals to 0 and your rear equals to max minus 1. Then you can say that Q is full. But in other case, here, check the fourth number. Check this fourth number case. Here also, in this case, I cannot insert anything. So the situation is something like you can say, जब भी आपका rear कौन सी position पे है, कोई भी पोजीशन पे है, 0 पे, 1 पे, 2 पे, कोई भी पोजीशन पे, बट आपका फ्रंट अगर रियर के +1 में है, देन यू हैव टू से दैट योर क्यू इज फुल. ओके, करेक्ट. So check over here that your rear equals to front -1, then you have to say that your condition is overflow. Okay, that front -1 equals to 1. So your rear is before your, sorry, your rear is before your front. Okay, so front -1, 2 minus 1, that is 2 minus 1. So the answer is 1. Okay, so your front, your rear equals to front -1, then you have to say that is overflow. Agar nahi hai, then what you have to do? Your rear equals to rear plus 1 modulus max. What is this situation? You have to calculate and let me know. अगर ऐसा नहीं है तो वो वैल्यू कहीं पे भी इंसर्ट हो सकती है. Then what is this? Yes, what is the step number 2? Try to calculate one value, that max equals to 10, rear equals to suppose 9, and something like this. You are imagining that my max equals to 10. That maximum you can store 10 values inside my Q. They clearly mention, yes, you have to set your rear equals to 0. Okay, if your max is equals to 10, so here modulus of 10 is fixed. Okay, now my rear is at the 9th position, 9 number location. So 9 plus 1, 10 modulus 10. So remainder is 0. So you have to set your rear is equals to 0th position. Here they were clearly mentioned that reset your rear pointer. I'm not going to set my variable, but I'm going to reset my rear pointer. That means you have to set your pointer at the 0th location. करेक्ट. क्यों आप 0th पे लेके जा रहे हो? क्योंकि अगर मेरा फ्रंट 0th पे नहीं है, then available space I can utilize that space, or you can insert in the initial condition. Okay, now this is for initial condition, not for that which one, that front equals to not 0 and that condition. Okay, now insert an element, so you can insert your new element at that position. Now if your Q is empty, then set your front pointer is equals to 0. Okay, otherwise that's fine. Correct, done. Okay, now for the deletion operation. Okay, so here we have the initial condition. In this condition we cannot delete anything, okay, because my Q is empty. Now here something like this, I have the situation something like this. So my front is pointing at the 0th location and rear is at the 30th position. Now, if I want to delete one element, which one is going to be deleted in this case? Which one is going to be deleted in this case? Yes, your 10 number variable is going to be deleted first. Why? Because my front is going to be pointing over here. Yes, either you are using the linear pointer, linear q, or circular q. Your front variable and rear variable is going to be worked like same. Front is going to be used for the deletion purpose or can store the next element which is going to be deleted, and rear is pointing at the location where you want to insert the new element. Okay, now so my 10 and 20 is going to be deleted from the queue. Okay, so now my front and rear is pointing at the same location. Okay, so here, now, in which condition you can say that your Q is underflow? So, if your front is equals to -1, then you have to say that your Q is underflow. Okay, otherwise you can delete the Q of front variable value. Now, increment your front pointer. So, only one element in the Q. In that condition, you have to check the values na, that if your something like this, so what you have to do, you have to set your front and rear equals to -1, as well as you have to delete this 30 also. Okay, if 30 is going to be deleted, there is no any element. Okay, so if you are incrementing front, so what is the problem? There is no any value and next value is going to be deleted, which is garbage value. Okay, so what you have to do, your rear and front, you have to set at the position -1. Okay, so only one element in the queue, so what you have to do, your front equals to rear, then set your front equals to rear equals to -1. So initial condition that अगर इस मेरा क्यू एम्प्टी है और क्यू में कुछ भी नहीं है, एक एलिमेंट था वो भी मैंने डिलीट कर दिया, मतलब कि आपका क्यू अंडरफ्लो हो चुका है. नाउ इफ यू वांट टू डिलीट समथिंग, you cannot delete. Okay, and otherwise what you have to do, set your front equals to front plus 1 modulus max. Okay, we'll solve this example in the next lecture. Okay, don't worry, we'll repeat that deletion operation one more time in the next lecture, and then we will moving towards the next topic. Okay, okay, now for the attendance purpose, write your enrollment number. Okay, next lecture we'll discuss DQ and Q, priority queue, and some of the concept related with the. Okay, is there anyone who cannot write number? If you cannot write the number in the chat, just inform me. Okay, I guess everyone has written. Okay, you may leave the session. Thank you.